Yo everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here. So, I just heard the news answering comments on my comment section about Roy Halladay. Died in a plane crash today. Horrible, horrible thing. I'm totally like screwed up by this right now. So, just wanted to come in and just give my condolences to the Roy Halladay, his family, and all that. He was one of my favorite Phillies ever. He was definitely one of my favorite Phillies, and he was one of the few guys in baseball who was one of my favorite non-Phillies and then became a Philly. So, just wanted to come on and say, you know, I'm sorry to Roy Halladay's family, and they're in my prayers, and I'm sorry to lose a guy like that. He was my guy. He was my guy. So, just want to talk about it for a little bit. What do you guys think? It's unbelievable. I hate planes, by the way. This is why I hate planes. I will not, if I could avoid, I'm not getting on a plane. You'll meet each other in a better place. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Roy Halladay. It's a shame, man. 40 years old. With a family. Oh, my gosh. Stories like this that truly put sports in perspective. He is 6 years younger than me. I know. He's only 40. A whole life to live. It really is going to mess me up today. It is really going to mess me up because I love Roy Halladay. I loved him in Toronto. He was one of those guys. When Roy Halladay was pitching, I would watch it. You know what I mean? I would watch it. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah, it was a plane crash, a small plane. I'm scared of planes. I will never get in a small plane. I don't like going up like that. But he would fly all around, man. He was an amazing pitcher. I'll never forget that no-hitter in the playoffs against the Cincinnati Reds. That was amazing. That was awesome. That was an amazing pitching performance. He had one, I think, earlier in the year as well. I'm at a loss of words. I don't know what to say. I got a call from my mom. She saw it on news. Yeah, I saw it. Guys were putting it in my comment section. I didn't even know it had happened. I agree with you. Too many private plane deaths. I remember Thurman Munson's death. Yeah, yeah, Billy, you're the first person that, Billy McLowski, you're the first person to let me know what happened. It was your comment. So thank you for putting it up there. This man is the reason why I play baseball. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's very few non-Phillies or Eagles, or there's very few guys that I like on other teams. You know what I mean? Roy Halladay was one of those guys where it was like, he was like my favorite non-Philly for years with Toronto. And then he became a Philly. It was like I was beside myself. I ran out, I got his jersey. I was so excited when we got Halladay. God, I just can't believe he just died. I'm in total shock right now. It's just crazy. One of the reasons I started watching baseball, yeah, I mean, he was such a great pitcher, man. It's a shame he didn't win. Eagles should put his number on the helmet. It's a perfect game, deserves it. Yeah, I don't know if they would do that cross sports, but man, I would like it. But it's just he was something, man. He was something special, you know, man. Yeah, he was you know, he was great. I was a little young when Steve Carlton was still pitching. I was really young, so I don't remember him as well. But, you know, I remember Schilling when Schilling was a Philly, then he left. And then I remember Halladay and that whole thing, obviously. But, I mean, in the play, I don't know, but remember the game against the Giants, I think he had a hamstring. But he pitched the thing. He pitched a great game for what he could do. We didn't win that game, but, man, it was a monster performance by him. Philly is the only city to have all 4 major sports tweet condolences about it. Just goes to show how a legend is always appreciated by every team. Yeah, true. I don't know much baseball, but from what I heard, he was an incredible pitcher. He had no hitter in the playoffs. Rest in peace, Roy. Yeah, I just can't believe it. Bro, I don't watch much baseball. But every baseball shirt I got says Halladay, and he was a beast. He was awesome, man. I feel so sorry for his wife, Brandy, his young boy. How young is his kids? That's horrible. They his kids that young. It's horrible. Carlton's still my #1 Phillies pitcher. Different styles than you. Yeah. Yeah, he and Carlton was a crazy complete game type pitcher, but I just can't. I'm just in shock. I don't know what to. I had to come on here because I'm in shock. He was only 4, which makes it. What? I know it does. I don't know which hit me harder, Halladay death or Jose Fernandez. Both are so sad. Both young players and long life to live. Yeah, that was sad. That was sad too, man. Yeah. You just believe Trout will be remembering Doc in some way or another. I'm sure. But man, Halladay, that's a shame. I guess so. I guess it was a plane crash into the Gulf of Mexico or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I know I was in such a good mood too before this. You know, I was making goofy Dallas Cowboy videos against them, playing around, having fun, and then boom, this Roy Halladay stuff, man, hits me like a ton of brick. Yeah, rest in peace, Roy. We're definitely praying for you, man. It's crazy. Plane crash off Florida after single-engine aircraft probably went down noon Tuesday. That's horrible, man. That's poor family. Well, I guess it was him, his kids and stuff. I guess they weren't in it. It was just him, because that would be even worse. Keep him and his family in your prayers tonight. Crash happened near. Oh, you're near. That's right near you. I'm sorry I ruined your mood. I just thought you need. No, Billy, it's not your fault. You know, I'm glad to find out. You know, It's so sad. I'm gonna make a video about it tonight. Yeah, it's sad, man. I can't believe it. Committed to the Phillies organization. Joe Vegas committed to Phillies organization. 2 Cy Young awards. Remarkable career. Great years in AL East. Yeah, I know. He was something. He was really committed to the Phillies too. You know, 40 years old. I'm still reminiscing that amazing perfect game in the same year, pitching a no-hitter in the National League Division Series. One of the greatest and hard-working players I've ever witnessed. Rest in peace, Roy. I know. That was an amazing performance. That game against Cincinnati, in that kind of pressure. Because remember, he hadn't pitched. I think that was his first playoff game he ever pitched. That was his first game ever in the postseason, and he pitched a no-hitter. Because everybody said, well, we don't know what he's going to do, you know, in a playoff atmosphere where there's real pressure. He hasn't done that. And then, boom, he comes out with a no-hitter. He was as old Tom Brady. Yeah, he's 2 years younger than me. I'm 42 years old. He's 2 years younger than me. I legit cried when I heard the news. My favorite player of all time. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible, you know. Nah, J-Hot, not right now, man. I can't. I gotta do this. I feel like I gotta come and say this and keep it. You know, I'm not gonna keep this long because I gotta go anyways. But I am gonna come out and just say this and talk a couple minutes with people, and then I'll let it live there. Unfortunately, it's good people who die. Yeah, people do. You know. I'm 39. That's scary. It is scary. I don't like planes. I'm scared to death of planes. I don't like big planes. I don't like little planes. You know what I mean? I don't like any of it. You know? Mason Martin. Yeah, he was your favorite pitcher? Man, mine too. Mine too. He was my favorite pitcher. And the thing about him is he was my favorite pitcher. And he was my favorite guy. And he was a non-Philly for years. And then he became a Philly. And it was so cool. It was like, for me, it was like getting Barry Sanders to the Eagles in his prime. Cowboys bashing can wait to take precedence. Yeah, look, you know, I feel like I need to show the man some respect with this channel to come on here, at least speak of it for a little bit. Don't have to keep this an hour or 2 hours. I'm not going to do that because it's sad and stuff, but I got to come out here and at least give my favorite pitcher of all time his proper respect. Yeah, he did like Philly. He was great. I'm 19 G's. Yeah, every day isn't promised. That's right. It's totally right. Very good player, man. That National League Division Series game was unbelievable. Who's Doc Halladay? He's a pitcher. Roy Halladay. He was a pitcher for the Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. He started his career, most of his career, I guess, was with Toronto. Then he was traded to the Philadelphia Phillies. Came in, won a Cy Young, was a great pitcher. Gave us a good 2-3 years. 2 years he was the best pitcher in the league. It was awesome. It's not about the Eagles versus Cowboys right now. We lost a Philly great today and can never get him back, and it's more important right now. Cullen and Corey Sports Talk. I agree. You know, that's why I put this on the thing. I'll be throwing pitches. Yeah, come on, J-Hop. Come on now, man. You don't have to like it. I get it. You don't have to want to hear it. I get it. But that's what I'm here to talk about. Yeah, I could, James. I'm trying to be nice about it, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's sad news, you know. And hopefully his family will be okay. They'll definitely be in my prayers. Blue Jays, yeah, he was a Blue Jay most of his career. Again, a true artist as a pitcher, the best stuff but technical. Yeah, he was something. I felt like my heart stopped when I saw notifications, even though I'm not a Philly fan. Leaf, yeah, me too, man. Yeah, Blue Jays, yeah, he spent most of his career, I believe, with the Blue Jays. I think he was 4 years with the Phillies. And they were like amazing 4 years. I mean, he was amazing. You know, you're a Blue Jay fan, yeah. It's gotta be hard for you guys too. You know. No, I love the Phillies, man. I love the Phillies a lot. I hadn't followed them this year. I haven't done much on them, mainly because I'm not gonna pay for the package when they were so bad. But next year, I was definitely gonna get the baseball package because the Phillies are up and coming. I remember when they sent him to the minors, then he came back better than ever. Yeah, that's right. They did. That's right. He went to the minors and they came back. You're a diehard Blue Jay fan. Yeah, card collector 11. I'm sorry for your loss, man. He had a wife, 2 young kids. Yeah. Yeah, you know, don't. It's a hard thing. Look, it's hard. Death is a hard thing to talk about. You know, it's hard to talk about, hard to deal with. So, and some people it's just easier to not talk about it. So, I'm not, you know, I understand where he's coming from and J-Ha's coming from because, look, it's a hard thing to talk about. I get it. Yeah, JX2K, it's so sad. It is. It's, God, he was my favorite guy, man. I remember I got that jersey. As soon as when he came, I went out and got that jersey, dude. I love that guy so much. I'm a Mets fan, but he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, he was. He was. And, you know, he really, I mean, to do what he did with two teams was amazing, right? I think, isn't he like the only guy or one of the only guys that ever had 2 Cy Youngs in 2 different leagues? That's not right, bro. Don't wish death. I don't know who. Colin, are you talking to me? Yeah, yeah. Look, it's a horrible thing. I want to keep this Roy Halladay. I don't want to keep this about other people. Keep this Halladay, not people in the chat. What a run we had. Cole Hamels, yeah, Cole Hamels, Cliff Lee, Halladay, and yeah, man, that was fun. Every night there was a stud pitcher going, you know what I mean? And Halladay was the ace of aces. That was what was so great about him, you know what I mean? He was the ace of aces. I just never forget that playoff game. That playoff game where it was like, we don't, you know, all the people would be saying, we don't know how he's going to be in a pressure situation. He's never pitched in a playoff game. And then, boom, what did he do? He comes out and he pitches a no-hitter. A no-hitter in the National Division Series. I mean, that was unbelievable. Phillies will honor him for sure some way, but I don't think his number will be retired. Wasn't here long enough. Yeah, I don't know what you need to get your number retired, but maybe he could get at least on the Wall of Fame, right? You don't have to have your number retired to be on the Wall of Fame there. He should definitely have that. At least have that. Rest in peace, Roy. And I think the Phillies should dedicate next season to him. I think they should have something on their jersey or on, you know, something, some sort of patch for him. I hope they do something like that. Yeah, rest in peace, Roy. That is unbelievable. It's just horrible. Sorry to hear about the dead Doc Halladay. He was good. He was great, man. He was one of the best. I just can't believe it. It's like shocked. I'm shocked, you know? He did not pitch in 2008 for us. No, he didn't. He came the year after the World Series. And the big mistake they made, remember, with that World Series, like after that, when they got Halladay, they traded Cliff Lee. They shouldn't have traded Cliff Lee. If they would have kept Cliff Lee that year and went with him and Halladay, they would have won the World Series again because we went back. Didn't we go back? Yeah, we went back. We went back. And then they traded Cliff Lee, right? That's what it was. They should have kept Cliff Lee and Halladay together. When I saw him pitch in New Hampshire, yeah, I was too. I'll never forget that game ever. You know, it just and that was his first. That was his first ever. That was his first ever. You know, that was his first ever playoff appearance. I thought they got Halladay in 2010. Yeah, they did. I was wrong. They went to the World Series and won it. Then they acquired Cliff Lee, lost to the Yankees, and then they got Halladay that off season, but they traded Cliff Lee away. They should have kept Lee instead of trading him to Seattle. So yeah, so it was 2010, I believe. I thought they got yeah. You're right, Michael. Billy Church, very sad. Rest in peace. Yes, definitely. Sean Fitzpatrick, Lee to Seattle for nothing return. Yeah, it was a horrible trade. Then they get Cliff Lee back, remember? Yeah, it makes my heart, it hurts, man. This is a shock. That's why I had to come on. I had to come on at least, you know, just say something about Cliff Lee, you know, because I was having fun, man. I was crushing Dallas fans and having a good time with that. And this takes the wind out of you, man. Man. They did. They were awesome, you know. And I always would check on his Twitter and read his stuff, and he'd always have stuff up, and he'd even have stuff with his plane and stuff. That's what's kind of eerie about it and freaky about it, you know. But I'm glad, like, his kids weren't on the plane or anything like that. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible stuff. Hey, bro, do you make live streams? I just want to know for the future. Do I make live streams? Yeah, I do a lot of live streams. Well, I try to do a couple a week, yeah. He was so excited for his plane when he first got it. It's unfortunate how it resulted in his death. It is, you know. Trip Guerrera, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. Sucks this happened. So many deaths of pitchers this year. Yeah, a lot of them, you know. Sean Fitzpatrick, it's a wake-up call for everybody. Life is a gift that can't be taken anytime. True. Ranting Philly fan. Hey, hold on. I know it's not nice, but yeah, I know you're pissed off, man. I know. Mason Marquis. It's even crazier because I met him about the... Oh, are you serious, Mason? Where did you meet him? Colin Corey. How do you make a live stream? I want to know for the future so I can do something. Well, you can do it if you go to your page. You can do channel. You can set it up there. Just go click on live streams. You got to know what camera you're going to use and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, horrible thing. I just wanted to come on. I guess I'll wrap this up. You know, if anybody wants to say anything real quick, feel free to get it out. I'll read it. You know, and I'm just going to be praying for him and his family, man. I'm going to be praying for him and his family. It's a horrible thing. I hate death, man. I hate this. This is bullshit. Dallas Green, Darren Dalton, now Roy Halladay just died. Yeah, that's true, right? You lost Dalton, you lost Dallas. Yeah, Michael Moore. He was the only one in the plane crash. Well, I mean, that's good because I would hate if it was like him and his wife and his kids or something like that. I know he has kids. JX2, you think the Eagles will beat the Cowboys? Oh yeah, they're gonna crush the Cowboys. Anish, it sucks. Yeah, it does. Colin, rest in peace. We'll miss you forever, Roy Halladay. Yes. Thank you, Philly. Classic job in this video. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go. I just wanted to say my condolences and prayer to Roy Halladay, his family, and everybody, and all the Philly fans and all the Toronto fans. And it's not easy. It's a horrible thing. And look, life is a gift. Enjoy it while you can. Hug your family, kiss your family, tell everybody you love them because you never know. You never know. Rest in peace, Doc Halladay. You are my favorite all-time Phillies pitcher. One of the classy favorite athletes ever to play baseball. And I miss you already, buddy. Take care, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.